Let me transfer you.
Switch to Farm Bureau Insurance today and get real service instead of getting really tangled up. For auto, home, life, and health, get the membership advantage. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
Chemistry is definitely developing. Seems like every day we get another step further into accomplishing where we need to be. Guys like Kevin Westervelt, Ryan Goss, Mark Spear, and Richard Muldrow are coming along very well. We also got guys like Mike Popolowski, and some of the younger guys are coming along. A lot of the freshmen, Jacob Ruby, Kurt Schmitz, are coming along really nice. I'm really happy with where we're at right now.
Compared to the spring where you didn't have three of those fellows, I wonder how much different it is.
It's a little bit different, Ryan and Kevin have been here. They haven't got a lot of reps in game situations, but they've been here for 4 years, so they've been in the offense for a longer time. But the freshmen are coming along. They've had a lot of reps being really young, so they're playing a lot older than their age right now.
How about Richard's acclimation to what you guys are doing?
It was a little rocky at first, but he's coming along really well. He's picking up a lot of the techniques and a lot of the schemes really well, and he's playing really well right now.
How weird is it trying to blend all these people in when you don't even know who the quarterback is and all that stuff? It seems like there's a lot of moving parts coming in and out.
I just try to focus on my assignment, what I have to do, and offense is built on, you have to be in a certain gap or block a certain person each play. And as long as everybody's on the same page, it works fine so far.
Is there much difference for you guys who's behind you?
None at all.
Just with all the skill guys you have, it's important to protect the quarterback, but is that kind of like a nice buffer to have so much skill?
We have a lot of talent on the offensive side. We have guys like Trey Gray, Dante Boston, Kevin Grayson, and then we have great backs. We have Garrett, Jovan Smith, Tyler Kirchhoff. It makes our job so much easier. If we do happen to slip up and miss a block or something, they have the ability to make guys miss. And we have deep threats all over the field, so it definitely makes our job easier as offensive linemen.
Eric, of the running backs that you guys are playing this year, who's difficult to tackle and why?
From our conference or on our team that I'm practicing against?
I guess start with Tyler. You guys have been these 4 years now,
Yeah, Tyler, he's more of a downhill guy, but still got some moves to him. So, you kind of get, best of both worlds from going against him. And then you got Kendall Gaskins. He'll lower the shoulder and just come straight downhill, north-south type of guy. And then you got Javon Smith and Garrett Wilkins. They both real shifty guys. So, we got such a good blend of running backs on our team that, I think it prepares our whole defense for anything that we're going to go against for any running back that another team could throw at us. So, I think, just practicing against those guys and such a blend of them, I think it's going to help our defense out a lot.
When Coach London left, it was so quick, and obviously you'll see him again in a few weeks here. Is there any sort of hangover or sour taste in your mouth from that whole Appalachian State weekend that seems like a blur to you guys, I'm sure, with the loss and then the loss of the coach and where he ended up?
There's no sour taste towards London about it, but, as far as losing to App State, yeah, we want to get back to the playoffs and be able to, have a winning season and reach our goals that we set as a team. But as far as Coach London, we understand his decision, and, he has family, he has goals, he has dreams, and, we all know the business of the sport. So, that's just how it goes, and he had his opportunity, he had to take it. So, best to him, and excited to play against them, September 4th.
You always hear this expression about a team not rebuilding and reloading. You guys have been near the top for a long time. Are there enough people at a school this size to reload, or is there some rebuilding going on?
That's what recruiting is for. Every coach, they try to recruit the kids that they know they need for once that senior leaves or that guy in that position leaves. So, the guys who have replaced, the Seth Williams and the Hatchers on our defense and the Parker Miles and our two defensive ends like, Pierre Turner and all those guys, they've been in the program for 3 or 4 years, 2 or 3 years, and they've learned from them. They learned from the guys above them, and they've had multiple coaches, with the coaching staff changes, and they've learned a lot of different techniques, a lot of different, schemes and stuff. And I think their knowledge is up to par, and I think they're ready to step up and just fill the shoes. Next man up mentality.
Hey, Eric, it wouldn't be uncommon for Richmond to get a transfer from Duke or from Wake or from Rutgers. It happens periodically. wonder what your reaction was when you heard you were getting a quarterback from USC.
I mean, I was kind of shocked because we haven't had a transfer here in a while. I think the last one was Danny DeRivo, and he came in before I even came here. I just knew the guy because, I was a freshman. He was a fifth-year senior, but he came from UConn. But as far as, I was excited to see it. I knew it was going to be competition between him and Lob, and it still is right now. They're still battling it out. And, I mean, I'm excited to see how the coach is going to come to a decision on it. But whoever they do choose, I mean, it's the best choice, and they're going to lead us to a lot of wins.
Can we get your thoughts about the top 10 ranking you guys had coming into the season? You were 6th in the preseason conference poll, and you're 6th in the top 10 in the latest 1AA poll for preseason. Your thoughts about that?
I mean, I guess that's the coaches picking and, just other media, guys picking. But apparently in our conference, that's the one we're looking at. They got us to finish 6th, right, mid-pack. So I think that's the one we're going to focus on. They still got us as underdogs, and we know, right now I feel like our back's against walls, and these young guys, they got to step up, and us seniors, we got to step up and lead and, come out and compete and just try and get wins and prove that we're top in our conference. We're not mid-pack. That's not the Richmond Spiders.
Do y'all like that role? I mean, it's been a while where you guys are not, top 2 or top 3 in the conference preseason. You're in the middle of the pack. So do y'all kind of like relish that role of being the underdog, so to speak?
Drew, why don't you take that?
Want me to take that one? I personally like being the underdog. I mean, I think the year we won the national championship, every game in the playoffs we were the underdog. And it's always just that little bit extra chips you have going into the week. People are doubting you. Obviously, you want to prove them wrong. And I just like going out there and knowing people expect us to lose and then trying to prove them wrong and giving our best and try to knock off the higher seed or whatever you want to call it.
Was it kind of a slap in the face to you guys to see them pick you 6th? I mean, you guys have been way up there for a while.
Not at all. I mean, every year you go into our conference, we have the toughest conference in 1AA. It's going to be a grind all the way throughout. I mean, we play great teams every year. The women, Marys, JMUs. I mean, every year it seems like we're getting more and more people into the playoffs. I mean, whatever you are preseason, I mean, you're going to have some battles along the way, and that's going to determine where you ultimately end up.